Manufactories? Nope. Forts? Nope. Wait. I'm very confused as to how Bar got up to a tech where he could get... Wait, what? Oh, I just don't have the money. Okay, yeah, that was the problem. It wasn't the fact that I don't want the tech. I was like, wait a minute. Why die for Danzig? As Germany turned France fascist and occupied Danzig without going to war for France? The thing is, I went to war with France. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably like a technicality. I don't know how the coding works for... Well, I mean, I don't know how most general coding works. I took one intro to Java class, but... yeah, I'd say it was like a technicality thing. But that's cool. I mean, you don't have to worry about it now in the future. And it sounds like that is kind of an annoying one to go for. It's like... I guess I don't know how fun it would be. But major nation achievements usually aren't that fun, as opposed to like... I guess the Big Blue Blob is pretty difficult. So that is kind of interesting to do. I don't have that achievement either. University of Dortmund. I think we'll just gain the stability right here. We'll get the innovativeness eventually. We do need to do some dev. Alright, cool. Carib is integrated. Did it actually give it to my vassal? It did. Alright. You guys all merge up. Vicky France took it all in a separate peace deal. Oh, I see, yeah. I bet that is what happened with... Because I can see from a coding standpoint how that would make sense before they were able to like switch or anything. Maybe you found a new pro strat to get that achievement. Guess you guys could go back on that bullshit. Protecting in the English Channel. About a year and a half until we can declare. I think, what month can we declare? March. Alright, yeah. How many troops are they up to? Or down to? 55k. And they're out of manpower. Oh, 30 achievements done and 70 more to go. You're 30% of the way there. That's pretty good, honestly, in a Paradox game. What is the hardest achievement in Hearts of Iron? Actually, I think I know. Isn't it like Reverse Crusader Kings or something like that? Or is it just Crusader King 2? Where you have to do something... You have to like break free as a Great British puppet and then take over Great Britain and all of their lands that they... I don't remember. I haven't, like I said, I haven't played it for a while, but... Oh, admin tech cost reduction. I didn't even realize that was coming up. Well, considering we have one vassal, this isn't worth it. Dang, all of these are pretty shitty. I should have looked more at the pairings. I guess we can start moving our armies in position. We're going to keep you here. We'll give you a leader just to protect this province so we can always cross this strait. The South Africa Crusader Kings 2. You have to control all of Africa and release those stupid nations to free Africa. Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember whenever... I guess I don't know what the new DLCs added achievement-wise, but I remember that was like rated as the hardest one whenever I was still playing. Back in my days of playing Hearts of Iron. Otto von Ossel. I never went for achievement runs in Hearts of Iron. I was always just I didn't whenever I started playing EU4 either. Only after probably about 500 hours in EU4 did I start paying attention to achievements and really trying to get some of them. We do have... Oh, wait. We have a free merchant. Guess we'll transfer from here. Yugoslavia can take a long time too. As Yugoslavia annex all your surrounding neighbors, which is a lot. Oh yeah, I think I tried to get that one time actually. Like I saw it and I was like, I could play as Yugoslavia. This seems fun, and I got absolutely wrecked. Yugoslavia is just like a... They're kind of in the same position as like Poland. They're just in the middle of a bunch of people who... I guess maybe not. It seems like they always get taken out, though. Because they're the strongest in that area, I'm pretty sure, aren't they? Like Bulgaria, Greece. Who else is over here in Hearts of Iron? You have Yugoslavia, Greece, Bulgaria, Romania. Is Hungary? Does Hungary border them? And then Austria? I mean, it would make sense. I'm pretty sure this right here is like Hearts of Iron Austria, is it not? I think. It's weird because I feel like in this, just the way the maps and the graphics are, Austria is a lot more southeast than it is in Hearts of Iron. But I'm pretty sure it's like the same. Ooh, 662 air. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's like they're in the same area. Obviously, because like Vienna is still their capital. All right, 3 more months. Lose a lot of money, or don't lose a lot of money. I doubt we will be able to take out these dudes' navy still. We'll probably still have problems with that. Oh, thank God. I was like, did I really forget to get claims again? But no, I actually have claims this time. No one wants to help. Because they're in damn debt. Because I feel like no nation can manage their money in Emperor. I mean, it's fine. We have plenty of... We're very much fine when it comes to troops, but... We managed to get 3 in 1 run as Sweden. That is nice, especially whenever they're all very specialized like that. Like, there are certain ones, for example, like, have 1 million manpower here. A decent reserve that you can get in, like, pretty much any run that goes quite a while. But yeah, if they're all, like, Sweden-based, that's super, super cool. This should be an easy stack wipe to start this off. I think we'll just declare for Derby. Seems fine with me. How's your navy looking? Alright, it's a lot smaller than it was, but still much larger than ours. Come here. These guys are just going to stand here. Protect the strait. We don't need to rush anything. I'd really like to get a lot of stack wipes and really just annihilate their army. You guys go work on this fort. You shouldn't... Oh, yikes. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Go home. I kind of just assumed you could get there without having to take ships, but whatever. Alright, well, there's the capital down. Guys, go ahead and split up. Just do some carpet sieging. If we can boost legitimacy before this war ends, that would be nice to get just a little bit more absolutism to maybe be able to take a little bit more land. But I don't know if we're going to be able to. I don't know what we can do to sack our legitimacy. I think there's a few things we could do when it comes to maybe not colonial nations. No, that's prestige. Alright, no, we can't do it via vassal interactions. Yeah, I don't think there's an easy way to sack legitimacy. Second worst achievements of all time, 30 minutes to hell, is Poland. Inflict 1 million casualties on Germany. Have 10 battleships, 10 carriers. I'm surprised the Colombia one is that difficult. That doesn't seem that bad. Does it just take a long time to build the ships? Because South America usually has absolutely nothing going on in it in Hearts of Iron. Unless, like I said, the expansions have added something, some flavor to South America, but... Oh, 30 Minutes of Hell starts in 1939. Yeah, that would be incredibly difficult. I think the worst achievement that I tried to get was the one as France, the Little Entente. Is that what it is? Where you have to form that faction, break away from the Allies, form that faction, and then take out Germany. I didn't get it, but it was fun trying. That one just sucks because you have to spend so much time preparing and sitting there and not doing anything before you can even know if you actually can get it or not. Like, oh, Bar is actually taking out this fort for us. Thanks, bro. Let's go ahead and start running through some of these armies. I don't know why you stopped. I would split up all my armies, but I don't want their comps to get really messed up, honestly. I'll go ahead and take this. Just keep jumping ahead on Miltech. We won a battle? Somewhere? They must have popped out a unit or something. What land are we not occupying? I guess the land over here. We have some land South Africa. 3 to 4 years to form Grand Columbia, and then you have like 5 steel. Oh, I forgot that they have resources in that game. I completely forgot about that aspect. Yeah, see, that was not even like a part of the game that I really paid attention to. I just always, anytime I needed resources, I would trade for them until the notification went away. But like if I went back now, obviously I would be a lot more, I would pay a lot more attention to actually, like, you know, playing the game. And yeah, Hearts of Iron late game for some reason. I mean, obviously there's a bunch of divisions, but it can get super laggy. I do remember that. EU4 can too. EU4 as the game goes on gets laggier and laggier, but not nearly as bad. It's a lot more optimized, I feel like. Fun fact, in my mind, whenever I play EU4, and this is really stupid, I don't know if this is actually true or not, part of the justification for fully annexing a nation is that it makes the game run faster, because that's less AI for the game to manage. Like I said, don't know if that's true one bit, but I'd like to think it is. Alright, I think we're about ready to yeet ourselves out of this war. Just keep doing some conversions. Yeah, we're not getting anything over here. As Germany, restore the Kaiser and ensure a king rules Italy. And as Imperial Germany, own a Caribbean island. As Britain, create an American monarchy. Yeah, I've never even tried for any of those. I really kind of want to go back to Hoi 4 now. And just, like, play a game. To see how well I would do. I probably have to warm up as like Germany. But after that, I'd probably still get beat because I don't have the hours required to actually be a master at that game. But all right, so we can take these. That takes us to 38 overextension. 55%. I don't think coalition is going to be an issue. I think it's just going to be overextension that stops us, and admin points apparently. But that won't be that big of a deal. This land's expensive-er than this down here. %. Learning the game took a while for me. You spent so many hours watching videos, and it took like 30 hours to get good. Who do you watch to learn how to play Hearts of Iron? Or like, who do you watch to get better at the game? Because like, for EU4, that person for me, I watch Arumba, and then he left, but he came back today. Fun fact, which is cool. I really enjoyed watching part of his stream today. But Hearts of Iron 4, I don't know who I watched. I think I watched Quill. I think he's the one who, Quill18 is the one who got me into Hearts of Iron, and then further into EU4. Is there, so what I'm looking for is someone who I can take and release that has a lot of cores, but I don't think anyone has a lot of cores on this land. Wales over here, but I already have half of their land. Obviously some Ireland nations, nope, they don't even have cores anymore. Tommy K, Boken 1, and Isaro. I'm subscribed to Boken on YouTube. I haven't watched him for a while. ISP, Isaro, I haven't watched much of. I watched one of his... No, the Spiffing Brit is who plays Civ. I was going to say, I watched one of his Civ videos lately, but I'm thinking of the Spiffing Brit. Tommy K I've never watched. I know Tommy K got into EU4 back like a couple months ago, but I never watched him. Alright, well, we don't even have the war score to take all of this land, so I guess what we're going to do is give up on Wales and take what we can in money. So coalition isn't an issue. Overextension isn't going to be an issue. Even admin points aren't really going to be an issue, so this is cool. Spiffing Brit did some good Hoi 4 videos back in the day. Oh yeah, now he just exploits Civ. That's what I watch. I got like probably until for the past month I was in a big Civ mood. Ever since the last DLC, the Ethiopia DLC, got released, I've been playing a lot of it and watching. I've been watching a lot of Civ YouTubers lately, like Potato McWhiskey. I really like him. There's another one who does like a lot of tier lists. I don't remember his name for Civ. And I watched one Spiffing Brit video. I don't remember what it was, what he did. Oh, he won a domination victory. It was his newer one. He won a domination victory without declaring a single war, which I was like, what? How do you do that? But I still don't really know how he managed to accomplish that. Like, I understand the concept of what he did. It's just, in practice, I'm just shocked that it was able to be accomplished. Every time I try, I don't know if this is still a problem. It was, I know, like, last year. I'm not even going to try to read that because, I can't do anywhere close to his voice, but yeah, I don't stream Civ because one, I don't finish games. Like, I just have to be honest. I get to mid game and I just get overwhelmed and I'm like, oh well, someone declared war on me. This is a minor inconvenience, so it's time to quit and start again. I just love early game. I don't know why. I love early game. And last time I tried to stream it, it didn't work. Like, it was just really laggy, and it stopped, like, it would just frame skip super bad. And I'm just straight up not good at the game. You're a big Vicky 2 fan? I tried playing Vicky 2 before. Actually, I've tried like 3 different times, all at different stages of my Paradox skill level. And every time I think I'm like, oh, I can go play Vicky 2. I've played Hearts of Iron and I've played EU4. I should be able to figure it out. And every time I'm wrong. You never... it's just like every Paradox game, you just have to learn separately. Like, you understand different concepts of each one, but in practice you can't just switch over like that. Your favorite time is Civ and Medieval Era. That's like late, early mid-game, right? What wonders are in that era? Because I can tell you what wonders... I have memorized different wonders up to certain times just because I play early game so much, but then after that I'm like, well, this looks like it's kind of okay. I know late game Ruhr Valley and Eiffel Tower are really good. Well, that's mid game, I guess. Late game wonders are just stupid overpowered. Same with like late game great engineers or great just great people in general. Yeah, Vicky 2, I haven't even tried to learn. I haven't even watched any like videos on YouTube or anything of that. Like I said, I just try to go over and play it. I played the tutorial because I really had a Bohemia game one time that I was really interested in shifting over. So I tried to learn it. I just didn't have the time at the time, and then it just didn't work out. I was not in the mood to learn a new game, which is a lot of times why I just go right back to EU4 or a game I already know, like RimWorld. I want to stream RimWorld soon. That's what I was kind of planning on doing after this playthrough was over. I think I was going to stream some RimWorld until that got boring and then go back to EU4. Also, RuneScape. I really want to stream RuneScape. I've been holding off on starting old school RuneScape again. Like, I used to play it a long time ago. Oxford University, Notre Dame. I'm blanking on others. Oh, yeah, that's usually the time, about the time where I quit. I know Oxford University is pretty good. Notre Dame... I don't even remember what Notre Dame does. Notre Dame, I guess. For being official. We can up to speed 5, I guess, for this. Yeah, I'd say 2 wars away. This is definitely 1 war worth of land. This, I'm questionable about. But since it will be the last war that we need, we can kind of just YOLO and take it, core it, and then get the achievement. I don't usually like doing that, though, because what if, like, something happens where we do need this province up here or something, then we're kind of screwed. Mediocrely screwed. Free tech, Notre Dame is +10 happiness and +5 faith. Oh, yeah, that is pretty good. I don't know why, I always get Notre Dame. I always think of it as the Colosseum, which is a really good wonder. It isn't anything like the Colosseum. I guess it kind of is. It gives amenities. Colosseum gives amenities, right? I think it does. And culture. I'm pretty sure. I always try to go... Actually, I never really get the Colosseum because... in my games, because I don't prioritize entertainment complexes. And I always prioritize the Oracle as opposed to the Colosseum. Because the Oracle is just, it's one of my favorite wonders in that game. Not in, like, real life. I couldn't tell you much about most of the wonders in real life, but I really like it because I very much get a ton of great people. Sometimes it screws me over because I have So many great writers that I have nowhere to put them. But my biggest complaint with Civ is difficulty, scaling. I wish they could just do better AI as opposed to giving straight buffs. Paradox has the same problem too. It's just not as apparent. But yeah, Deity and Civ is just stupid. I wish it was just really good AI as opposed to giving them free settlers and free militaries and stuff like that. And the late game sucks in Civ. I hate late game Civ because it just seems really grindy. Like, by the end of the game, you're just way too far ahead, typically. Sometimes, I guess there are some situations where you're not, but, like, culture victories are so grindy. And they just take so much just powering through all your cities and just, like, oh, well, I'll build that. I'll build this. I'll build this. And just waiting. It just seems like tedious, busy work. Excuse me? I was clicking through those notifications really quickly. Well then, Ottomans, I guess we're not friends anymore. That's fine. I don't think I need you, but I appreciated our friendship when it lasted. Aragon isn't actually allied to England anymore, so they're allied to France though. So I think this would be a decent alliance to pick up. After 100 hours, you need the Wonder Happiness. You can never find different luxuries to keep high happiness. I also used to have that same problem, like, quite a bit, and I never really considered it being a problem. I was like, amenities, they're there. It's nice to have them, but they're not that bad. Which I still kind of hold that opinion. Like, if you don't have an amenity in a city, it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, if you get... Yeah, you just kill the one that isn't following me because you're too lazy to wait. Yeah, and in the late game, I feel like you can get any kind of victory. Like, most of the time, if you have a science victory, you're going to need science to have a domination victory. So you can just go domination if you wanted to. Culture, I would say, is an exception. Usually, I mean, you don't necessarily have to have science if you have that much culture, I guess. Typically, you're going to have enough science to have enough of a chance to have a decent army. Diplomatic is just boring as hell. Like, I've never even tried for a diplomatic victory because that's just ugh. Religious, I kind of want to do one sometime soon. It seems less tedious. It seems like religious might be the most interesting. No, it is still pretty tedious. I take that back. It's just literally bumping up faith generation and just spamming apostles. You hate domination victories? You like culture and Diplo the most? Yeah, culture is fun. It just takes forever. Diplo, I just don't have any interest in doing a Diplo victory. It's like, it just seems really, I don't know. What is it not? Like, do you not think it's super boring? Or do you like it because it's easier, or do you like it because it's more fun and not as tedious? Because yeah, I've never attempted a Diplo. Is that all the religion? Oh, science. Science victory is the easiest. My favorite is science, but that's also pretty tedious, I would say. Before I forget, oh, we're already spying on them. 1653, so 8 years until we can declare another war on the Brits. Plague. Yikes. Too soon. East Anglia. I assume that's this one? I probably should take a look at governing capacity. Oh, we're A-okay. Yorkshire? That's probably up here where York is. That would make sense. East Midlands. That sounds like here. No. That's here. West Midlands. 26 dev. We can keep it. Wow, came here expecting a Great Britain stream and got something even better. Yeah, we are doing the Stiff Upper Lip achievement run. As Lip, we do have to conquer all of the Great British Isles, but as you can see, we're almost done with that, hopefully. We're just speed 5-ing until truces end. We're probably two wars away from getting the achievement, I would predict. I still don't know if this province is included. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I do typically do achievement runs. Actually, that is, I will say yes. I almost exclusively do achievement runs now. I don't know. I just get kind of bored if I'm not doing an achievement run. 2 more wars. I'm really surprised we've even gotten this far in this stream tonight, honestly. I thought it would be quite a bit longer. Painless Bread, thank you for the follow. I do not have a Discord. That is something that I am hoping to work on sometime soon. But I have a Twitter. You can see below my face. Actually, no. I can't even see on my own screen, honestly. It does say my Twitter, I believe, though. But not many people follow it, so you can follow it if you want. I pretty much only tweet on there right now when streams start. Yes, I have a website. So this is... the website is actually not for specifically streaming. I want to be a science fiction writer. Is like a career eventually in the future. I'm in school right now. I'm like a college student. I have 1 more year left, and I actually want, like, I'm gonna have to have a regular job and stuff. But so that's for like writing projects that I do is what it's mainly for. But it's also a place for like my like real life friends and people to just like congregate into one area to make it easier to manage. You're in your sophomore year of university? That's super cool. Definitely don't let it fly by. It will fly by. It just sucks sometimes where, like, I'm going, like I said, going into my senior year, there's so many things that I wish I would have been more apt to do my freshman and sophomore year, especially when I lived on campus and had a lot more time and stuff. Never understood Twitter. You have an account and follow like 5 people. You don't understand it. Honestly, I don't like Twitter that much. It's just easy where like I could tweet out something like, hey, I'm going on vacation this week, so I won't be able to stream or something like that, which I guess is good on Discord too. So Discord I feel like is where people are starting to move. But yeah, I love sci-fi. Michael Crichton is my favorite writer. I've read almost all of his, well, no, not almost all, I would say, but quite a bit of his books. I love reading sci-fi. Balancing friends, school, and streaming. Yeah, school can be hard to balance for sure. Especially when you are interested in video games and hanging out with friends. I can definitely relate to that. Honestly, I would try to give advice, but I don't have any good advice. I have done a pretty shit job at managing that. Like, there were times... Dang, I really hope my parents aren't watching this stream. There were times when, like, in sophomore year where I would literally... One of my friends would be like, hey, do you want to get lunch or something today? And I would just say yes and forget that I had class. And completely skip one of my classes to go to lunch with a friend. If it was something important we were doing, I wouldn't forget it, but... Discord is for gamers. Twitter is for very different people who all shout out their opinions at you. When you have a different opinion, they shout it. Yes, that's also my biggest problem with Twitter. I go on Twitter for memes. And following... Like, I like following my streamers and stuff. Or YouTubers. I feel like it's just a good insight into their life, kind of. They're not, like, opinionated life. There are some people who really just don't shout out their opinions that I'm interested in following. But Um, yeah, I like Twitter for memes. I like it for news, like actual news, like sports news. I follow quite a bit on Twitter. That's where I learn a lot of stuff about like my favorite sports teams or whatever before I actually see it on any kind of update on Bleacher Report or anything like that. Dream, the Minecraft YouTuber? I have no idea who that is. I don't watch. I used to watch a lot of Minecraft, but I haven't watched much recently. The only person I watch who played Minecraft, I don't know. This is a completely different community, but one of my favorite YouTubers is Professor, and Twitch streamers. I saw he went live like earlier. I don't know if he's still live right now or not. He's been playing Minecraft recently. Oh yeah. I haven't heard of him. I'll have to check him out. He gained 2 million subs in 3 weeks. Seriously? That's kind of wild. I'm sure I'll hear about him soon then. That's a lot of subs in 2 weeks. That's like someone who I've been watching a lot recently as well, who I also think is live at the moment, is Ludwig. I mean, he's super big on Twitch, but he has blown up recently. Like I said, completely different communities. I don't even think most of them have even heard of Europa Universalis or like Civ or anything, but actually Civ. I bet most of the gamers, I feel like most gamers have at least heard of Civ. I'll go ahead and take this guy, I guess. We can promote him? Okay, cool. 100 million views in the past 2 months. Wow, must be nice. Yeah, that is quite a bit. I had like a very, very small Minecraft phase like 6 or so months ago, back when quarantine started. This quarantine thing has sucked because you've had to move in back with your parents and their internet regularly dies, so it makes streaming difficult. He said he started the YouTube algorithm for 8 months before he even started. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm is like a whole new study or science. But yeah, painless, I definitely get what you mean. So I literally moved back to my apartment today, which is why, I mean, I haven't streamed for like 2.5 weeks before this because I was at home all month. And it wasn't really the internet for me. It was more just like being home with my siblings and parents. It was just awkward. I felt awkward streaming. And I had a whole ass air conditioner unit in the room that I was set up in. It just made it super difficult. So I can definitely agree with that. But honestly, I feel like streaming during quarantine, while in concept, it sounds like a good idea. You're like, oh, this is like everyone's gonna be at home. I feel like it's been the opposite. Like people have not been motivated. Like I personally have not been motivated to watch more Twitch or YouTube or anything. There should be a university class YouTube algorithm. Yeah, for sure. There might be, honestly, at some point. I could see that happening legitimately. Same with me and one of my friends have talked about it a few times, where we've tried to come up with a whole major dedicated to Europa Universalis. You can probably, you can 100% have a minor in Europa Universalis. Like there's enough content that you could dedicate enough classes to that. France wants us to jump into a war. Are we gonna do it or no?